I want to discuss this game. I want to talk about it. But there's nothing else I can really discuss besides that terrible call by the refs to change the charge that LeBron James calls into a blocking foul at the end of the game. That's not a thing. If they were going to look at to see if he was in the restricted area, that's fine. He wasn't. But you can't change the call. You can't call a charge and be like, you know what, I want to review that in super slow motion so I can choose what I think it is. You can't do that. The refs were horrible this game. Terrible. It was actually sickening. And now I understand why people hate the NBA. I mean, it's a joke. The NBA just totally showed why they suck tonight. That was so bad. That was so bad. On top of that, I have J.R. Smith pulling the ball out because he thinks that we're winning. I mean, George Hill misses a free throw. It's now tied. And with 4 seconds left, he grabs the offensive board and he's 2 feet from the basket. He doesn't put it back up. He pulls it out, throws it out to George Hill, who gets swatted at the three-point line. Can't even get a shot off. I lost my voice. I was screaming so much. LeBron had the ball. He had the game at the end of his fingertips, and it got taken away. 51-8-8. He is now the first player ever to score 50-plus points in the NBA Finals and lose. I lost my voice. I can't believe it. I am literally pissed off with the NBA on this one. How do you think you can just change the call? I get it. It was questionable. It was bang, bang. Even if it was a block, that's not the point. The point is they called it a charge. They go to the monitors to see if he's in the restricted area, which is he's clearly not in the restricted area. And then he decides to change the call. Kevin Love, 21-13. He plays tonight. And then the rest is just what it is. What you expected. LeBron to put the city on his back, and it backfires because they had it. They could have stolen game one. I mean, LeBron was so dominant late in that game. He was putting up literally the toughest and ones, beating Steph off the dribble, going up, body contact, still finishes. But he's got to deal with bad teammates like J.R. Smith, who decides to pull the ball out. Now, what he said is he thought that they were going to foul him, and he also thought that they were going to use a timeout, and that's why he pulled it out. Because if he thought he was up, there would have been no way he would have passed it. I would not want to be on the receiving end of LeBron's face in slow motion when he pulled it back out. I can't believe it. That game was ridiculous. And then the Golden State Warriors do their thing in overtime. There's a fight after the game between Draymond Green and Tristan Thompson. The refs were just brutal tonight. Kevin Durant, 26, 8 of 22 shooting. He was a ghost to me. He got bailed out by a lot of fouls. Klay Thompson, 24, after going down with an injury and coming back. Steph Curry with 29. The Cavs got screwed. I mean, I hope that this wasn't too emotional. I hope this isn't too much of an emotional loss that they fall apart. Because this is not just, hey, we went to Golden State and lost game one and I was getting a feel. Like LeBron James always says this. He uses game one as a feel game. He likes to see how people are going to play them, all that. This was different than that. This was a heartbreaking loss. Heartbreaking because they had it. With LeBron putting up 51-8-8. The positives, they played good enough, and to bring it to overtime, they played better than anyone would have expected them to play, with no help besides Kevin Love. So LeBron doing everything he can. How long can he keep it up this consistently? I don't know. I would like to think a lot. But they were there. I mean, it was competitive. It was a great game. And they had the game. And the refs literally had the worst call in NBA history. I can't wait for that ESPN notification tomorrow. The NBA officials looked at the play after the game, and it should have been called a charge. Good for you. Good for coming out and saying that your refs blew it. Oh my God, that was so poorly officiated. And I hate to blame it on that, but LeBron would have had the ball. 30 seconds left. Up with possession. I mean, they were up 2 at that point. He drew the charge. It was his ball now. 30 seconds left. And they reverse it. It's the takeaway of the game. I wish I could go into detail about what happened in this game. But at the end of the day, that was too big not to discuss and not to say it. That and the J.R. Smith. I mean, those are the two difference makers. I'm devastated. I'm devastated because being up 1-0 for this Cavs team is such a game changer. Such a game changer. There's two things that are going to happen. There are obviously the two ways you can go with this. The Cavs just fall apart emotionally and they just can't get it done from here. Or this sparks LeBron on such another level, but how much more can you get than 51, 8-8, and shooting 19-32? Oh, I'm so devastated. Well, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, comment your opinions on this one, because I need to know what you think about this. Let me know what your thoughts on how this refereeing situation occurred tonight, how you think it was possible to change this call. J.R. Smith, I need to know. I'm going to lose sleep. I'm that much of a LeBron fan. I'm going to lose sleep. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.